A murder on Friday night has the victim's family members believing that the deceased was lured to his death. Renee Trujillo has the story.
Investigators of Precinct 2 of the Belize Police Department are investigating Friday night's murder that took the life of 28-year-old Allison Williams. Williams was at home with his wife when he received a phone call and subsequently convinced his wife for them to go out. But they never made it out together. His wife Doris told us what happened.
He get a text and I tell him who they text you, and he say that the neighbor. He tell me that the neighbor they text him to play a game. That what he said to me, and he get up and he go in the bathroom. But the lights them don't out in the house 'cause we not sleep at light. We done in our bed, and I see the light at the phone. So I say, who they call you? And he said, nobody. He put on the phone. He said, baby, I wanna go that princess. And I tell him I don't have no money, and he said, he give me the money for make a play. Me and he make we go to princess. I tell him, okay, I will get ready. He did in the neighbor house. He tell me he going to the neighbor house, and he said, go hear the young lady. We're going to your friend. And I gone to her house, and I tell her if you want, cause she said, oh, he put the baby for sleep. He put the baby for sleep, and then we could go. So I call him and tell him just wait a little while till she put her baby for sleep. He called me 9:35 and said, babe, I the call now for you. At 9:38, I get back a call from his number. He called me 9:35 and 9:38. The phone ring again, and when I said, babe, one young lady said like this to me on the phone, they kill her husband either Partial Street or something like that. Say, and I said, who this? And the phone call back again, and he said, Miss Doris then kill. He said, Miss Doris, he said then kill her husband. I there behind crime. It's still upon the ground, and I run out from the veranda where I sit with the young lady, and I scream and I holler, they kill Wally.
According to the wife, Williams was no saint, but he had been living a straight and normal life since they met in 2012, so much so that the last record that the police have of him is dated back to April 2013.
Anybody will know he go anyway. Miss I tell you I go do my hair pan wrong George Street and this boy go for me. He go anyway. He no bar nobody.
Up to this morning, police were still out canvassing the scene and speaking to residents in the area, but up to news time, they have not detained anyone. According to the officer in charge of Precinct 2, Senior Superintendent Alden Dawson, Williams was known to the police as he did garner several charges for drug offenses. But despite his history, his death has brought about another murder investigation for the authorities to deal with.
Information received there that he went to visit some female friends. And whilst there with the female friends talking, a fair-skinned male person approached the group, and fired several shots, two of which caught the now deceased Williams.
Williams had several children outside his marriage and was a construction worker who had recently won a contract with Cisco Construction. His neighbor, who also worked with him, spoke of Williams's character.
I know Mr. Williams from a young boy growing up. As much as I could tell you, he was a good person to me. Sometimes he also feed my family. I worked for him. I was working for him just before the accident. The last time I see Mr. Williams was Friday evening with a check in his hand waiting to change it to pay his work. Guys, when I wake up Saturday morning, I get the news that they killed Mr. Williams. It was so sad because like I said, I work for him. I was doing some work in his house. This morning I come out to work. This morning I would be working if he was alive. He was a good guy. He was outspoken. He don't keep his mouth shut. Sometimes I see the police come to him and he don't keep his mouth shut. He always have something to say. When I look on it, he get married. So from he get married, he started to do a little bit different things from the time I know him growing up. Because growing up in Crawl Road or in this era, they claim to say it was a bad neighborhood. And he's one of the guys that grew up in this era. So more or less, to tell you the truth, I don't know what those guys do from what they don't do because I am 53 years old. I'm not in those categories, right? So I can't tell him much more than he was a nice guy. He was outspoken. Yeah, he take care of what he would take care of. He take care of kids. He married us about 4 or 5 months ago. Try to change his life, as I'm saying, and decide that I really can't push it no further.
Williams was shot to death behind a tire shop on Partridge Street Extension just after 9 o'clock in Belize City. Love News has learned that some weeks ago an attempt was made on Williams's life due to a friendship he had with a woman. Williams was shot to the head and reportedly died on the spot. He recently turned 28 on June 6. Reporting for Love News, I am Renee Trujillo.